Well, good morning on this brand new year of 2020, January 1st. This is Jackie, my Apex Training. Thank you for joining me on our weekly vlog, and just want to give you guys each and holler out for following me since its inception back in September 1st. And Apex Training was basically a seed, a thought within my mind, beginning of last year actually. It's hard to believe it's been almost a year already. So again, thank you for your love and support and your faith in the process. So here we are. We're like, what, 8.5 hours into the new year. I have a clock over there in the gym wall. So best thing I can probably impart that's in my brain is following our New Year's resolutions or goals as best to our ability, and and anticipate and expect that there's going to be some undulations and we're going to get sidetracked. There's a number of us that wants to do things such as spending more time with the family, getting back into hobbies, working out, following a diet, reaching out to people that we haven't been staying in touch with, like friends back in college. And all these are like amazing goals to have in mind. And when we do kind of have these hiccups and these unexpected distractions, just to get back on track. I remember when I was a teenager, but younger than that, in the 80s, we had this arcade game called Night Driver. And basically you're in it's a simulator, you're in this automobile, and you have like these two vertical posts. And so as you accelerate, you have to kind of keep in between the posts. And if you don't, you start rattling off here and rattling off there. And so it was fun because it was challenging to try to stay on track, and that's how we need to look into with our goals, is to know that we're going to go off track and I have to make sure my mic was still intact, and such. So the case in point, like for me personally, my one and only New Year's resolution is really to spend more time with my family, to honor and love my spouse, and give a little more gratitude and grace, and not be so impatient, and not feel like I should be at this level and I don't feel like I'm getting the respect that I need. And I just had this conversation like today in our huddle, which we still huddle every morning at 7 since like July. It's a habit. You do it even you don't feel like it, even though you may not have enough time, or or you may not have had an indifferent moment, or maybe it's a differing moment. And so it's practicing those good habits that actually becomes eventually part of a character. And getting back to what I was talking about, my New Year's resolution was that case in point was yesterday was my first day of really kind of like relaxing with my family. I'm looking forward to it, and things come up, simple little things like not being able to decide on a common place to eat or a common activity to do, and things are like cumulative, some one or two unexpected things that that your spouse needs to get done, and next thing you know, it has like this backdrop of this unraveling effect. And then so by the end of the day, one little thing happens, is blown out of proportion. I think that's what happens throughout our day. It's kind of like, wow, what happened? So that's where I would like to say the point I'm making is 2 points. One is, as you make these New Year's resolutions that you have for yourself, grant yourself a little latitude, and if things go off track, don't say, oh, it's a done deal, forget it, and really welcome that uncertainty of like, what, I had a lapse, I had a moment, but I'm going to keep on pushing towards my goals. And so you're like that car in Night Driver in that arcade game, that you keep on centering yourself to get to the finish line. And it's the process, it's the journey of bettering your skill set. So even though we still might deviate away from our intentions, we know that we have the mindset of getting back into things. It's like we're having rough moments throughout the year, to know that if we work on those issues and those challenges when it's not so darn hard, like doing the easy things with our best effort. So as things accumulate and we have a hard time, which I call like the winter of our moments, where it's cold and it's just the resources are not as great, when we feel like we're tapping out, and so that we can handle those winters better. As one of my favorite motivational speakers, Jim Rohn, would say, it's like, the seasons will come and go. It's been like that since the dawn of time. There's always a fall that follows a summer that follows a spring just right after winter, and it's going to come. And so you can't wish for like an easier winter, or wish for a short duration of of complication is this wish for a better way to handle that, to handle the winters. It wish for a better way to handle our frustration and handle, like, you know, being put behind schedule and this and that. And it actually will make you a stronger person here. And it will allow the relationships that are closest to you with your family, your colleagues, and such to have a bit more ease around you. And really that's what it entails, is the relationships that we have with others. Okay? And so those are things we need to work on. Otherwise, it'll be like, I know I'm exceeding 5 minutes. We'll keep this short. It's like going to the gym where, you know, the guy that's always like working out his arms and it's like he's got these massive biceps and big old chest and he's got little pencil legs. It's like, that's an imbalance. But to that guy, he feels like he's like super yoked and fit, right? I mean, look at the whole picture. If you're doing really well at your job and you're doing really well, you know, with your endeavors, with your sport, or coaching, what are the other aspects of lacking? Is it time with your family? Is it, you know, reaching out, and maybe it is the work where you have to focus on the task at hand. So choose your battles, stay focused, and, you know, it's the battles and the struggles that we need really to kind of improve our strategy. Okay, so thank you for listening to me. I may have belabored one area of this vlog a little too long. Hopefully you didn't like cut me off at 4 minutes, but oh well, these things will happen. Apex Training, Jackie Ma, saying a Happy New Year and a better 2020 than 2019, although 2019 wasn't too bad. All right, peace out, later.